So, I know our mutual friend Jack introduced us via email, but who actually months prior told me that I should interview you?
Was it Graham?
It was.
Oh, stop it. He's the best.
So Graham Webster, right?
Yeah.
GMAT, is it GMATs? Is that
Yeah, GMATs, yeah.
so GMATs, the mat that you were riding was from
Mm.
Graham, um, which I love to see. Actually, I think I might have a video that I should
Oh,
play.
yes.
Let me see where this video is. I'll play it while we talk. If you feel a need to narrate, you can narrate, but I have questions too. Um, so as it relates to Graham, actually, first, let's just start with what are the virtues of riding a mat? And when we say mat, by the way, for listeners,
Mm.
it's it's like an inflatable raft, basically, but it's a
Yeah,
3.5 foot long mat, essentially.
yeah, yeah. So they're made out of, like, different thicknesses of nylon, so you can there's so much to them. They're so dynamic once you start getting into them, but, yeah, essentially, they're, it's a nylon surf mat, and you inflate them however much you like. It's quite the big debate on inflation. And they are, like, hands down the funnest surf craft I have ever, like, owned or been on. Like, the amount of pure joy you can get from being on, like, a ankle high wave. Oh, look at that. It's so it's so good. And do you know what I love the most as well is that it looks like absolutely nothing to the untrained eye. Like, if you're just walking along the beach and you see someone on a mat, you're like, "Oh, yeah," like, they're just going straight on a wave. But when you're actually out there on the mat, it's the best thing in the world. Like, the speed you can get from them is, like, second to none. It's
Right.
just yeah, so much
Well,
fun.
so to the untrained eye, they would look at that and go, how's it different than a bodyboard?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah, for
so
sure.
what are the virtues of it and how is it different?
So, it's different because it's like a malleable surface. So, while you're on the wave riding, through, like, shifting your weight and, like, air pressure, you can actually change, like, the rocker and the rail while you're riding a wave, which is, like, a pretty unique feeling to get in, like within, like, surfing and wave riding. Like, I've never had anything like that. So, I guess if you're comparing it to, like, a boogie board, they're obviously like a stiff surface that don't have that malleable, element to them as much as a surf mat.
Got it.
Yeah.
That drop on that wave, by the way, was amazing.
Thank you.
That was such a that, like, shows how complicated it is and how difficult it
Yeah,
is.
you can just see, like, obviously, like, pulling up on that outside rail, and that's pushing all the air into the inside one, which then holds it on drops like that. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
they're just the best, and you'll be like the thing that, like, really before I started riding them, this was when I was living at Noosa, and Matt Cudahy and Harrison Roach had them out at Tea Tree, and I remember, like, watching them being like, "What are they riding?" And they were just, like, giggling like schoolgirls and just, like, hooting, and, they're very talented, like, surfers, and to see them having that much, like, pure fun, I was like, "Oh, there's definitely something in this," and that kinda, like, got my interest.
Well, it's not easy, and you're riding them really, really well, so it's really
It
impressive.
it took a while.
That clip of Derek, I think, shows, a lot of what you were talking about there, seeing how his hands are making those adjustments.
Yeah.
Um, who's the best that you've ever seen riding one?
Oh, you'd have to say George Greeno. He's just
I Yeah,
yeah. Yep, hands down. You watch, like, the old footage of him and the way that he positions himself on the wave and on the mats, it's seamless and flawless, and, yeah, I feel like, yeah, he's hands down the best I've seen for sure.
um, considering that you're riding a GMAT, I presume that's for a reason. Are all mats created equally?
No, no, not at all. So, yeah, I mean, you can just go and get, like, the little, like, red back mats and, like, the ones that are just stocked in, like, I don't know, little surf shops and stuff, and You know, some of them are like mass produced overseas. All of GMAT's, all of Graham's, hand built by him. You know, a lot of labor intensive love there. And he does the custom ones as well, which is great. So you get them made to your size and weight and what waves you're going to be riding. So yeah, I personally love his mats, feel amazing. So
And how durable are they? Have you gone through a number of them?
no, I personally haven't. I look after my ones really well. And I know people can go through them if you're surfing super heavy waves and maybe taking like crazy drops all the time, but maybe I'm not there yet in my mat career.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine, no, they're super durable. Mine have all lasted really well. So,
Do you see mine back here?
oh, have you got one? Oh, stop it! Oh, no way! What have you got? Is that one of Graham's?
No, it's not. It's there's a guy in Florida. I think he's in Florida in the
Yeah,
US, Nebula Surfcraft.
yep,
He
I've
makes
heard of
so
them.
he makes
Yeah,
surfboards as well,
yeah.
but then he's doing mats. And I don't know who he learned from, but he's got all the tooling and whatever it requires. Like they're really, really well made.
Fantastic. How have you found it?
Challenging.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
looks so much easier than it is.
It's funny, isn't it? You like watch people riding, you're like, oh, this will be a walk in the park. And like my first time I tried riding one, I was so humbled. I couldn't even catch a wave. Like
I know.
it'd just fold under me. And I was like, what?
Yeah, the swim fins are essential. I
Yeah.
saw obviously, I think Ari got a wave in that clip where he didn't have fins on, and I'm like, "What?"
Yeah,
I don't
like
know how
him
he
and Dave ride them without fins, and I don't know how. I, yeah, I definitely rely on having good swim fins.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to paddle it, I feel. Like, I
Yeah,
need to hold on to it,
yeah,
basically.
yeah,
So I haven't got it mastered yet or even, like, sorted out really, but I think the problem is I mainly have beach breaks
yeah,
around here,
yeah,
and so I need a point break,
yeah.
essentially.
Point breaks are very handy when learning.
I'm, I've had fun on it. Like, I do get
Yeah,
waves on it, but I don't feel like I'm able to manage the energy of the
yeah,
wave. Like, if the wave is pushing me, then I'm flying on the thing, and if it's not,
yeah,
I don't know how to kinda manage it.
yeah, yeah.
Um, but I'm going to Chicama, Peru in about a month, and I'm gonna bring it
Oh,
with me.
perfect. Amazing. Oh, well,
I
I
think
hope you just get the longest wave of your life.
I will. I will no doubt, even on a surfboard, but the wave also the pacing can go from, like it kinda runs at points, but it's not straight up and down. It's got kind of
Yeah,
a slopey
yeah,
angle on the wave. So I feel like the mat's perfect because it can kind of run with those sections, and then when
yeah.
it goes into the flat sections, you can still make the adjustment back into the whitewash and keep it
It'll
going.
be perfect for that. I look forward to seeing a video of you on the mat.
Yeah, yeah, I'll try to get some footage.
Yes.
Um, while we're educating the listeners about mats, you mentioned how much you should or shouldn't inflate. Mine is way too inflated right now. Yours looks super underinflated when you're walking on the beach with it. About
Yeah,
that.
I just find having less air in there means that there's more space to maneuver it around when you're on the wave and to like, yeah, just be able to move the air through the mat to where you want it to be. But then when you've got more air in the mat, especially if you're starting out, it's going to feel way more stable, which personal preference some people really like. So it's just a personal preference thing. But yeah, I enjoy kind of playing around with that low inflation. It's quite fun.
Ultimately, the more air allows you to catch the wave easier, essentially, but
You
once you're on the wave
Do you know what?
what?
You'd think that would be it, but I've found it's almost easier to catch waves with less air in it. I don't know how it works, but just from being
Okay,
out there, yeah, yeah. I have
cool.
nothing to
I'm gonna
back
let
it
out
up
some
but
air.
personal experience. So
How does George ride his?
I think I mean, I've never actually ridden with him, but it looks like he runs pretty
Oh,
low
okay.
inflation as well. They say like the
Okay.
happy medium is like being able to like bend it to a 90-degree angle, and that's like the happy medium for inflation. So yeah.
Okay, cool. I will deflate.